Okay, good morning, Prof. Usman and all students in Metabolism class. Thank you for coming in this presentation. My name is Danika, and today with Karima and Mutia, we are going to discuss about myths and facts about lemons. Next. This is the table of contents that we are going to discuss. The first one is myths about lemons, and then inside the lemons, fat metabolism, and the last one is facts about lemons. So on the screen, we can see some of the news title. I think we can all agree that headlines like this are quite familiar to us. Lots of people believe that lemons, or by drinking lemon juice or lemon water, can help us to reduce body fat and lose some weight. Some also claim that drinking lemon water can boost metabolism, keep you hydrated, even make you feel more full. But is it really true, or is it just some myth? Our group will discuss about this topic from the side of chemistry. Next. And then we discuss about what can be found inside lemons. We can find citric acid, malic acid, and ascorbic acid or vitamin C inside lemons. Organic acids inside are the reason of the sour taste of lemons. The major acid in lemon is citric acid, around 5 to 6% of lemon's juice. Meanwhile, malic acid's concentration is lower than citric acid, only 5% of citric acid. Another acid present in lemon is ascorbic acid or vitamin C at around 50 milligrams per 100 grams. And vitamin C is needed to produce collagen. Lack of vitamin C can cause scurvy, a disease with symptoms such as spots, bleeding gums, loss of teeth, fever, and even death. And on the right side, we can see that lemon consists 29 kilocalorie of energy, vitamins, minerals, protein, carbohydrate, dietary fiber, and also sugar. The highest vitamin is vitamin C, which made up to 53 milligrams, and followed by vitamin B4, B5, and the least is vitamin A. There are also minerals such as potassium, calcium, magnesium, and so on. The amount of carbohydrate in lemons is 9.32 grams, fat for 0.3 grams, and protein for 1.1 grams. Next.
Okay, as Danika has said before, that there is an article explaining that lemon water can lead increased metabolism, which may lead to subsequent weight loss. Let's recall about lipid metabolism, which Prof. Usman had taught in previous lecture, especially in lipid metabolism for lipolysis. As we know that metabolism is a term that describes all the chemical reaction in our body. Generally, fat metabolism is a biological metabolic process that breaks down ingested fat into fatty acid and glycerol, after which into simpler compound. This compound get processed and broken down to produce energy to the body cell. Let us see the picture in the slide. What happened in fat metabolism? Fat are digested to fatty acid and glycerol into the small intestine, and fat may be stored in adipose tissue as potential energy or may be broken down to provide immediate energy. We can see that adipose tissue is under the skin, and fat is stored in adipose tissue as triglyceraldehyde. The triglyceraldehyde are broken down into monoglycerol and free fatty acid. Lipids help mobilize the body fat stored and by catalyzing the production of glycerol and fatty acid. Fatty acid from adipose tissue travel through the blood to other tissues such as muscle, where they are oxidized through the mitochondrial uh, beta oxidation pathway and will generate acetyl-CoA. The carbon chain of fatty acid is processed in the mitochondria to produce acetyl enzyme, which can get into the Krebs cycle and produce energy such as ATP. Glycerol is activated by ATP to glycerol phosphate and finally undergoes oxidation like glucose. This chemical reaction keep your body alive and functioning. However, the word metabolism is often connected with metabolic rate and the number of calories you burn. Uh, the higher is it, the more calorie you burn, and the easier is it to lose weight and keep it up. Next. Lemon water is generally a very low calorie beverage. Then this can be excellent way to cut calorie and help weight loss. Is it true or not? Is there any correlation between metabolism process and chemical compound in the lemon water? In the next slide, Karima will tell us about the process by the side of chemistry and tell the truth. Next.
Okay, so after some explanations about what's inside lemons and also about the lipid metabolism, so is it true that lemon can really burn your calories in terms of fat? Yeah, as you can see in slide, the answer is no. It's only a myth. Only drinking lemon will not burn your fat. And if you are the one that drinking lemon, if you are the one that drinking lemon water in the morning, and then after that you're still lying on your bed or only doing any static movement and also still consuming any kind of junk food, your fat will not decrease or burn at all. Lipid in our body being burned through a chemical burn called lipolysis, lipogenesis, and also beta oxidations. And because of that, lipid in adipocytes have to pass a long process and not an instant way. Fat or lipid in our body act as energy reverse and also as the second law of thermodynamics said that energy is conserved, that energy cannot be created, it cannot be destroyed, and the energy only transfer or change into another form of energy, and so lipid in our body. As a source of energy, lipid will not instantly gone without change into another energy. You have to be active to distribute the energy stored in lipid, reduce your lying time, and do more exercises. So, what's the solutions to lose our body weight? The first one is do some exercises. Exercise will help us to spend our energy or calories that stored in body. One thing that have to be remembered while exercising is focus. Many people nowadays complain about not getting any results, even though they have already exercised. Well, the question is whether the exercise they do is effective, though they do not keep scrolling through social media or are watching some video on YouTube. Nah, and by doing those activities, our focus will be divided. If we do other things while we exercising, we will work out in low intensity, and with that logic, whether our calories will burn maximally or not. So focus while exercising is very important. And the second one is knowing your fat burning heart rate. To find out whether the exercise that we have done is optimum, there are several things that can be used that can be used as a benchmark. The most important one and also the second tips are knowing your fat burning heart rate. The fat burning heart rate is supposed to be the rate at which a person's heart should beat per minute to achieve maximum fat burning results. When a person is hitting their fat burning heart rate, their body is burning more stored than sugar. Their body is burning more stored fat than sugar and other carbohydrates, and this will lead to fat loss. The fat burning heart rate is 70% of your maximum heart rate, and to calculate the maximum heart rate, you should subtract your current age from 220. For example, if you are 20 years old, your maximum heart rate will be 200 beats per minute. So please make sure while you are exercising, you have reached your fat burning heart rate. And to know about this, you can use your smartwatch or you can count manually. And the last tips is keep the diet. You have to keep eating healthy and do not eat too much food, so your fat will be burned well. And that's all from us. These are some of our references about these presentations. We are sorry if there was any mistaken or error while presenting our materials, and thank you.